Hey everyone, we're back with Invasion Productions roundtable discussion. I have with me Mr. Omega Sirus LaVey. I am Mr. Electricity Jerry Reiner. We got the future icon Nick Vortex.
Mr. the future
and the
icon.
leader of the new era,
Mr.
Justin Cruze. Our subject, our opening subject for this session, for this four-panel man panel group, yes, is going to be old school, quote unquote, versus new school in pro wrestling. And we're going to get everybody's opinions on the particular topic. And away we go. Sirus, do you consider yourself old school? Do you consider yourself part of the new school? And what do you think the definitions of the terms are here?
I think somewhere in between, honestly, because I don't do enough of the crazy high spots to be considered new school and that sort of stuff. I think I agree with old school as far as the psychology and working the crowd, and there's a formula that if you follow it, it works. But I do think that you can't show them the same old crap. I think you have to have a new twist on the old school. So somewhere in between. I don't know if that's a cheesy answer or what.
It is, but that's exactly what I would say also.
Thank you.
How about you, Nick?
I'd say that I'm new school with an old school foundation.
Okay.
Due to who I was trained by and the way I was trained, there's a lot of old school residing within me.
Right.
Because Danny is straight up old school.
Danny Rowland.
Old school Danny Rowland. But I'd say that I've pushed myself to be a little different and try to be innovative and try to bring in high spots, even though the knee doesn't let me do as many as I used to.
Right.
But you know, I try to incorporate as much of that into my matches as I can, just so that it can be different, a little more exciting. Because old school is called old school because something came after it.
Yeah.
Right, right.
If it was still the big deal, it would just be the school.
The school.
So there's a reason why we're moving forward, and that's what you've got to do. You've got to progress with the times, or you get left behind, and that's not where you want to be.
Correct.
Chime in there, Justin Cruze.
They pretty much wrapped everything up. The only thing I can add really is that I would consider myself new school, and that's where the whole idea for new era came from us not being the same old wrestling that everybody's already seen.
But do you agree that starting a match with just spot after spot and like 3 DDTs within the opening 5 minutes, you know, and then following it up with a splash and then a chair shot, that type of, you know, that's a lot.
It's a hell of a match.
That's the connotations I get from new school, because I mean I've seen guys say, "Hey, we can work, man," and they, when we're training, they get in and boom DDT, boom splash, boom da da da, and I'm like, fuck, you've done every move that I know within 3 minutes, you know. What
Every
is there
finish
left?
that they see on Monday night, all in a row.
So like, what exactly do you guys think is that line, you know?
I'd say that the formula that old school came from, where it just makes sense that you've got to wear somebody down before you can put your big stuff on them. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You can't just come right in and pick a dude up and throw him, you know? You got to work him down. Now, as far as do I think you got to get in the ring and lock up and chain and all that, that's not necessary. Not every time. It's good. But I think whenever you've got like a blood feud match where there's a lot of hatred involved, if you were at a bar and you saw a guy that you absolutely hated, you're not going to lock up with him and twist his arm.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to get in there and start swinging.
I think we're getting confused as to what psychology really is. Scott Armstrong came into the PWA dressing room one time in the fairgrounds, and he laid out for everybody. We had like a little team meeting, and he said, "I want to give you guys the formula that's time tested, and it's working for years and years and years. Part 1, shine the baby face. Part 2,
Giving away the business.
the heel takes over."
Just giving it away.
It's a shoot interview.
I know,
That's what this
but
is
damn.
for.
I mean, this is the secret.
The
This
heel-
is the one thing that happens.
And this is also for all those guys who are young out there who don't know. You know, I'm tired of going and seeing crap.
And working guys that don't.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But anyway, where was I? Part 2, the heel takes over and starts the heat.
Even the terms, damn.
Part 3.
Save us something, Jerry.
Give us something.
Part 3 is
Giving
the
us secrets.
Pop the crowd.
hope spots.
Go hope spot to pop the crowd.
Can I finish?
Make
Can
a
I
run
finish?
in.
Make a run in. Swerve the crowd. And then finish at Broadway. So you can bring it back next month.
Hope spots.
For the gimmick match.
So that the fans think that the babyface is going to make the comeback, makes them stand up, sit down, you know, that kind of thing.
Damn, it worked.
When you pull their strings.
And then the next part would be the babyface comeback, and the next part would be the finish. Now, within that framework, you can start out with high spots right off the bat and shine the babyface.
Yeah, yeah.
You can use high spots to cut him off and the heel takeover.
But you're also using high spots like, you're not using, you know, pile drivers and shit at the beginning of the match. You're using like high cross bodies.
Right.
And stuff like that. Flying clotheslines and stuff. Something where
But I have
one
seen
guy
guys
goes on.
do all that crap. you
Right.
know,
Exactly,
in
and that
matches,
doesn't make sense.
And I hate it.
But even though you're using new school stuff, you're still sticking to the framework of the old school psychology.
Right. Now, as far as that goes, where you did the heel takeover after the baby shine and all that.
Sure.
But after after all that, I think maybe a hope spot could go a little longer than just a spot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think the hope spot could go where it almost seems like the match is just going back and forth. And you might want to give the heel a little more just for the crowd, but if you've got two really good workers in the ring, then it shouldn't just have to be the heel working the hell out of the babyface.
Oh, exactly.
Just beating the shit out of him, and then, you know, oh, I got a sunset flip right in the middle of that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because you want to showcase the talent, and that's what people came to see is the talent. So if your favorite wrestler, which more times than not is going to be a babyface for the crowd, you're just going to see them get their ass handed to them whenever you got somebody like, you know, your Jerry Reiners that are, you know, usually when you go somewhere new, you're a baby.
Right.
So if they came to see Jerry Reiner, they want to see the heel kick and all that other shit that you do.
Sure, the thunderclap and the
Thunderclap and the cloudburst.
Stop making fun of me.
The lightning strike.
Double axe handle off the apron to the outside.
Oh my God.
And go, my knee is broken.
But they want to see all that. But if you're taking the heat the whole match, and they're like, all right, we're giving you 6 whenever you get out there, you know, 6 minutes.
Yeah, but I can get. Say I've got
Killing the business for us.
I've got 5 high spots. Let's say.
Yeah.
I do 2 in my babyface shine. The heel takes over. I don't even have to do any of my hope spots. Hope spot can be a couple gut shots and the heel breaks the eyes. Or a sunset flip and the heel gets the clothesline. But then, when I get my comeback, I can do my other 3 high spots. And then go to the finish.
And then go to the shot.
But I see what you're saying. The babyface can have a mini heat in there and get cut off, and that can count as a hope spot.
Yeah, and just have it, you know, you can go back and forth, and I like that a lot better.
Right.
Because
As long as the fans are standing up, sitting down, that's the whole point.
Exactly. And sometimes if you make it to where the fans kind of go for the heel, I don't think that's too bad.
No.
Because if they see stuff that they like, or the best is when the fans fucking want to kill you after the show.
Oh, yeah.
Like the lady that followed me into the crowd, or followed me into the locker room at a Claw's show.
Oh, yeah.
That way.
Because I told her daughter that she sucked.
That her daughter sucked?
Yeah, her daughter pointed at me and said,
You suck?
And I said, no, you suck. And that woman came fucking unglued.
She wanted to kill you.
She wanted to kill me. I made
All
my
right,
peace
well,
with her
we're
'cause I
down
wanted
we're
to
down
stab
to
me.
1 minute now. YouTube obviously has 10-minute increments.
I thought there was like a 2-hour movie on YouTube.
What we're going to do with these 10-minute increments is we're going to change subjects. So that is our old school versus new school / psychology subject, and we will be back.
Oh shit, we got it done in one?
We did, yeah. We
Good.
totally blew one of our subjects.
Curses.
We'll be back with another great subject right after this. There's no commercials on YouTube, so
Sure there are.
pretty much you're going to go right into the next one. So
Eat a Hershey bar.
Click now.
I'm going to be drunk by then.
Eat some Reese's.
It's orange juice, right?